and that was why the markets were so good for us for those 3.5 years, because going there every Saturday, we were just listening to our customer, feedback. And it just really helped to develop the product and, to what it is today, which is, awesome.
G'day everyone, welcome back to another Sauna Sesh with Shea. In the sauna today we've got Emily Bitkow. How are you, Emily?
Fantastic.
Now Emily, before we get stuck into why you're in this sauna and why I'd love to have you on the sauna for a chat, do you want to do a quick ladle of water on the hot rocks to get us cracking for the day?
Absolutely delighted.
Get us out of the blocks. Just to let people know at home too that this...
Really warm it up.
Yeah, look at that steam. All right,
Steamy.
We're off to the races.
Okay.
Now, Emily, thank you so much for joining us in the sauna. And one of the big reasons I wanted to get you in here is because you went out on your own and created this brand called VIVRA.
Yes.
You started to flutter with the entrepreneurial skills that you had. Did you always know that you had this sort of entrepreneurial sort of itch that you had to scratch?
To be honest, I feel like looking back on my life and my childhood, it was always sort of instilled in me in some way.
Yep.
My dad was very entrepreneurial.
Mm-hmm.
He always had his own businesses in graphic design and all that jazz. And as a kid, I remember doing like art shows and, wanting to sell my art. And, And then one of my high school friends and we got together in the school holidays and made T-shirts and thongs and stuck diamantes on them and sold them at the riverside markets. Do you remember those?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were awesome. So they used to go all along the river. It was so beautiful.
You took it up a notch. Like instead of selling lemonade for 10 cents, you're like, fuck that, we're going to do some...
Absolutely.
we're going to have some actual products.
Yes. Although I don't know how long they lasted. I felt sorry. I think people just bought into us, you know, that, these two young girls,
got good energy.
giving it and go.
Yeah.
So,
Australians, I don't know, we've got this tall poppy syndrome going on, but we also love to support local as well, don't we?
Definitely.
And so if you've got a good product, you've got a smile on your face, everyone wants to be involved with that, don't they?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And I think that's proven to sort of show its way throughout my whole journey, you know, like even now with VIVRA, when I started that, we started at the markets.
Yeah.
Every weekend for 3 years. And
so how did that kick off? So you've now progressed from that 8-year-old kid selling thongs down at the markets to like you had an idea.
Yeah.
And it's like, hang on, I'm frustrated with something that, something doesn't work on me. I'm going to create a product to solve that problem.
Yeah. So I think, my first brand was focused on, because I used to go to heaps of festivals.
Yeah.
Loved going to festivals, music festivals. Who doesn't love a good music festival?
What was your favourite?
Ministry of Sound.
Shit.
And what was the other one? There was another one, Park Life.
Yeah.
That was good. Yeah, there were quite a few. The Gold Coast used to have them all the time.
We're a bit... I'm 45. It's like big day outs. Like whereas they're
yes,
up there. They were like Christmases and birthdays for me.
Yeah. All of those big festivals. But I was always struggling to find somewhere to put my stuff when I was going. And, you need your phone and you need your cards and all that jazz. Because back then, obviously, we didn't have our mobile phones as we have them now. You can just swipe your phone as your card. But yeah, I felt bum bags are such an awesome item, but they're really unfashionable at that time. Fluoro colours and, there's no fashion or style to them.
The gym junkies used to get around with them and have their steroids and stuff in their bum bags.
It was just not a good look. So I used to get my mum's really cool crossbody bags and actually just tie them around my waist.
Okay.
And I was like, you know what? Someone needs to start doing fashionable bum bags.
Yeah.
And so, long story short, I ended up going down to these markets at Mount Cotton, and I found this lady who did leather gear, and said to her, "Would you teach me how to make leather bum bags and do super cool stuff with them?" And so I started going to her place on a Saturday, and she taught me how to make these leather bum bags, and I sort of sold them to friends and whatnot, and then that idea kind of progressed of, well, let's ditch the belt. Why do we have to have a belt? The belt is restrictive. Let's attach it to the actual garment, So I was creating shorts and attaching these bags, and you can mix and match whatever bag with whatever shorts with all these cool embellishments on them.
Yeah,
and
very cool.
Yeah,
very cool.
so I did that for 3.5 years.
Yeah, right.
And with a good friend of mine at the time, he came on board as an investor and helped me build that. And I had a couple of girls sewing for me and at
you're
home.
Constantly modifying, you get rid of the belt, that's gone. Okay. And then, because I was looking it up today, and like there's magnets and stuff now, isn't there?
Yeah.
So, because you don't want it flapping around the breeze, do you?
Absolutely not. No. And I suppose that really, after I finished that brand, I sort of took a year off, and I was becoming really active. And I was, again, struggling to find somewhere to put my stuff because, 10 years ago, there wasn't any pockets in tights.
No.
There is now.
Yep.
But I was putting a phone in my bra and we were wearing these stupid armbands.
Yeah, I remember the armbands. Everyone had their phone on their arm or something. Yeah.
And these stupid bum bag things, like belt bags, whatever they are, that people run with.
Yeah.
And I was like, my product, I think, could really work for the athleisure wear market because, the activewear market was starting to take off and people wearing activewear.
Lorna Jane.
Lorna Jane. To the cinemas and shopping. And, I thought, but I want to go in with something unique.
Okay.
I don't want to do what everyone else is doing. I don't want to do tights.
No.
I don't want to do activewear.
Yep.
I want to do my unique product.
And something that's practical.
Something that's practical. It's got to deal with rigorous activity, running. So the attachment's got to be, different. And so I started working on, the whole magnets and how could we make that work.
Yeah, nice.
And, I remember receiving my first sample and I was like, this is it. This is the product.
Okay.
And I'm going to go to market with it and let's get this show on the road.
And then even like I've read on the website too that you've even to this point got it's a safe bag too where people can't scam.
Yes, it's got RFID fabric in it to protect your credit cards and.
So you've gone around every crevice, every turn to think about how can we make this practical, but also very useful as travelling overseas.
Yep. Yeah, great accessory for travelling overseas. And really our customers driven that.
Yep.
And that was why the markets were so good for us for those 3.5 years. Because going there every Saturday, we were just listening to our customer. Feedback. And it just really helped to develop the product and, to what it is today, which is, awesome.
Awesome. And then and just for context for people, so this is now you've gone past the bag too. There's other things going on now. You came in with a very stylish bag today. Is that an
so we've got
extension?
the cross-body option now because we had a lot of customers coming to us saying, what about when I'm wearing a dress? I don't have a waistband of a garment to snap it over when I'm wearing a dress, and I want to be able to.
Good point.
So we were like, we'll introduce a strap.
There you go.
And now it's like a world first 5-in-1 bag.
There you go.
Okay. So
nice.
that's that, and just trying to understand where the market is going in regards to wanting to store more in their bags, and so we created a bigger one, and we've got sunnies now, which is actually
good stuff. I didn't see sunnies there.
So there's so they actually fully compact down.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, to fit into the VIVRA. Because, when you go for a walk or a run, you need a pair of sunnies.
You do.
So what better thing to have than a compactable pair that you can just slot straight into your VIVRA.
So
the slimline and...
And look, this is the other reason I want to get you on too, because you're coming up with ideas, and they're not just ideas. You are actually actioning these ideas to make them into tangible products that you can touch. Yeah. And so... Like with your family, were there siblings? Have you got siblings?
Yeah, I've got two sisters and a brother. I'm the youngest.
Were you the black sheep of the family?
I wouldn't say I'm the black sheep. I'm probably the one, this little quiet achiever maybe.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm with you. Yeah. Did you get on with your other siblings?
Yeah, I love them to death.
Yeah.
My heart and soul.
Nice. And look, you've had a few battles too. So the flooding.
Massive, yep.
That was huge. I remember seeing some stuff online, like basically what it wiped
floods hit us
out.
really, really hard. Yeah, we had to canoe in.
Right.
Yeah, we were canoeing stock in and out from the warehouse. And look, it was a brand new complex. We could never have seen it coming. It was a different flood to 2011.
Yeah, it was.
Came through the drains.
The volume was huge, wasn't it?
Yeah,
right.
So that hit us really, really hard. We've had massive production issues. It's such a difficult product to make because of the magnets.
Yeah, okay.
Cause with the metal sewing machines.
Yep.
Which I think has been an advantage to us too. Because I think it stopped competitors and things like that. I mean, we've got the patent, but
Yep.
Yeah,
okay.
like we've had our fair share of absolute hardship.
Well, that was the other thing. It was like because I see you rollerblading, right?
Yeah. It's my thing. It's my happy place.
You're almost like jump on the back of the truck, you know, and I just feel like some Huey Lewis in the news should be playing, you know, Back to the Future stuff. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows, is it? So
definitely not.
What some of the challenges that you have to face, Dave? Like obviously issues with stock.
Yeah.
That's a big one. What's some of the really hard the things that just you want to crawl into a corner and not come out for a couple of weeks?
Cash flow,
yeah, okay.
It's a big one.
Yep.
I think also just obviously ChatGPT and AI and all of this massive shift in how all of that's working, and the whole online e-commerce sphere is just changing dramatically with all of that. It's you've got to be at the forefront of all of it all the time, and it is it's changing weekly.
Yeah.
And keeping up with that is just it's insane. Really tough.
I went to a conference last week and they're like, we're going to tell you what we know about AI, but we're still learning. And I kind of get that, and that's with everyone. And it is kind of like one of those things you have to be up with the Joneses on, because you don't want to get left behind in that. It
can get really overwhelming too.
Yeah.
Because everyone's giving you all this information. It's like, okay, well, what's best for where we're at and what's going to work for us? And so you kind of got to be a bit picky and choosy. But, that's definitely, I'd say, on a day-to-day basis is something that is what are we doing to stay on top of this?
Yeah. AI is a beast. It's a scary beast, isn't it?
It is a super scary beast.
But it can be like for some of the podcasts we put out, AI actually goes through and it's got an algorithm to look at the whole podcast, and it actually writes these summaries up for me, and people are like, that's the most craziest thing I've ever, and I was like, I'd like to take the credit for it, but I didn't write it, and because I look at it and go, and I just like, that's brilliant, and obviously you change a few words here and there, but what's coming out is just next level.
It definitely gives you, for us, for Sarah and I, it has definitely, I suppose, being a business owner, you be so in your own business and you can really get caught up in how you see it.
Yeah.
And I think, ChatGPT and AI has really helped to be able to open our eyes of, well, what about this? What about this perspective? And, like we, the other week, got all our Google reviews and put them into AI, into ChatGPT, and said create, different segments from all these customer reviews about what are their pain points and what are some video creation we could have around it to target them to convert them.
It's just the keyword search though. You got to be really particular on what you asked
ChatGPT definitely, and it just spat out all these different customer segments and their pain points, and okay, well, here are all the videos you could create to. Do you know what I mean?
And so you start to understand the customer even better.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean that's just invaluable.
It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah. It's like what do I do? It's like I feel like I could be out of the job tomorrow. And I know there's still a need for the human interaction and human element of things, but I don't know. I don't like the brain to think too crazy as to where this could go, because create me a video that does this and this, and I don't know, people are starting to put different AIs together to make it happen, but if the same message or even better message is getting across, why wouldn't you go that way? And it's there's no human
that is something that I think is still that AI can't take away from. I think that you need, like you said, you go in and you read it and you go, okay, well, make it more personable, because I think that's really important. But I do think with video and stuff, I think AI's got a long way to go.
For sure.
Because I do feel, we're creating video content all the time, and I can't put what we want into AI and say create that, because we actually have to do it. Physically, we have to be in those videos or get people to do those videos, because I think people still want that personability.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, well, it's humans working with humans. The transactional process is human and human. Yeah. So we definitely want that authentic part of it.
Yes.
Yeah. But, look, when a robot can write with emotion, and it's like, oh shit, okay, where's that going? But it's kind of cool at the same time.
It is.
Yeah, what's going on? But you've got something that obviously there's no robots are going to be putting one of these VIVRA bags on.
I might be making them.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
Now, look, besides VIVRA, you're also doing some mentoring.
I am, yes. So
What's that about?
For the government.
Yep.
So it's through the Self-Employment Assist program.
Okay.
So it's a wonderful program to help startups through their first year of business.
Okay.
So you get mentorship, you get, support through writing your business plan and, cash flow and someone to keep you accountable. And I suppose, the entrepreneurial journey can be really lonely at times. And so to have that person who is just in your corner, and it's free.
Yep.
It's a free government program.
I actually had it done when I started business. Yeah.
Yes.
Just checked in with a guy once every 2-3 months.
Yep.
I think. Yeah.
I'm always there for them. If they're reaching out to me every fortnight, I'll be there.
Yeah.
So it's wonderful in regards. It's how I got VIVRA off the ground, and I still have my mentors. They're everything to me.
Yeah.
So
how did you go about choosing your mentors? Because I found it. I had a few.
Yeah.
And then I brought it back to a couple. And you can ask anyone to be a mentor.
Absolutely.
Everyone will generally say yes. But you've got to find someone that aligns with you and your values.
Yeah.
How did you go about doing that?
I've got definitely a couple. I've got people who are where I want to be in life. And I'm like, I want to do everything that you've done to be where you are, because I really admire that and doing really well, and that's what I want to do. That's what success looks like for me. Not just from a monetary perspective by any means, but just even the happiness in their life and all that kind of thing, the day to day of how they live. They're well rounded.
Yep.
But also those people who I know that I can go to and they will just always be in my corner.
Yeah, great.
You know, and then when I'm down, they're going to go, but this is why you're doing it.
Yeah.
Reminding you of why. And that they get you. And a lot of the people I have around me are also in business themselves. So there's a huge understanding of the hardships of it. And it's kind of cool that, we can say to each other, I know exactly what it feels like, but also bring each other up because we've been there.
Yeah.
So,
well, look, I think that's another reason for this podcast because, again, it's not all... we can see from Instagram that everything looks great on the outside, but the amount of work in the background and the amount of mice running on the wheel,
100%.
There's a lot of and would you have it any other way though?
It's funny you say that. No, I wouldn't. However, I'm getting to a point where I feel that there is other things that I want to do, and other things that I want to contribute to.
Okay.
And I've realised a lot of things about myself in that, I love having a business and all that, but I actually just also love supporting people.
Okay.
And I think that there's a real place for people like that in in entrepreneurs' lives to be in their corner and to really support them to achieve their goals.
Yeah, for sure.
And the purpose and I suppose fulfillment that comes from that.
Most definitely. Oh, look, it's I don't know, the older we get, the more... Oh, look, this morning I'm down the shop getting a coffee and I just saw these people hugging each other and you can't feel anything but good when humans are working for each other and with each other. So there is something... I think you definitely... It's part of that evolution. You want to give back at some stage and you want to help other humans.
Oh, I've had so much help on my journey. Like my gratitude is beyond measure for the amount of people who just out of the goodness of their heart and people who I'd just met a couple of times who you reach out to them and they just go above and beyond to help you. And you're just like, wow. Yeah. There are, I truly believe there are really good humans out there.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. But I think it's also the person that you are, you attract that type of human into your life as well. So it's not by chance that you're attracting, Seshs, for example, she's just got a heart of gold on her. And so when you're hanging around those type of people, there's a magnet out there that attracts more of those types of people. So I don't think it's by chance or luck, but I'm always open to the fact that there's a lot of people that don't fit in your life.
No, totally,
and that's okay. But there's always room for change and betterment. Are you always looking to make yourself better the next day than last day, or? Yeah,
I think most definitely a big thing for me is that I like to before I go to bed every night, just remind myself that I've done something to move myself forward.
Yeah, right.
I always say if you can do one thing to move yourself forward every day, that's 365 days. It's 365 things a year, right? Power of compounding. You're going to do way more than one thing a day.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you can just say I've done one thing today.
Yep.
Like, you've got to be proud of that, because, a lot of people out there, they don't. They're just happy to just do their thing. And
when that glass is in that half full region, it's quite easy to get into the where it's not as full, or it is too full, and it's like it's quite marginal, that percentage, and I think it can be a slow burn that the glass is half empty, you can keep going down, and you can spiral.
Yes,
and it's the awareness to catch yourself before that gets out of control. Because we all have those thoughts.
Totally, and I think we can get, as entrepreneurs, really hard on ourselves. And I'm not doing enough, I'm not being enough. But if you can go, oh, but hold on, what did I do today? Oh, I did that. And what's that going to, result in? When you start going down that road, you really shift your mindset.
Yeah.
So I think, I definitely, I probably used to spend a lot more time, on my health and fitness. I've probably, being in business, let that slide a little bit. But again, I'm now at that point where I'm like, I really need to prioritise my health and start to really get on top of that. But I think, for me, it's a mindset thing, probably more so than health and fitness and all that, is like just keeping my positive state. Because I feel like you were saying about attracting the right people and things into your life, I'm really big on that. Yeah,
for sure. So how does a normal day look for Emily? Like, so are you journaling, or are you just like having those thoughts, how am I better for the day? Like what things are you doing through the day to you get to the end of the day, your head hits the pillow and you've got this grin on your face, like, I've done what I've needed to do for the day.
Yeah. I usually, I don't really have much of a morning routine. It's kind of like get up and go.
Yeah. You're up at it.
And coffee. And then usually on my drive, I'll usually just try and remind myself of all the things to be grateful for. What are the good things? What are the great things that are happening? So I do a little bit of that. And then, it's straight into my mentoring. And then I'm really juggling both VIVRA and that mentoring. Trying to, what do we need to do for VIVRA, and am I on top of all the things I need to do for that today? And then I play tennis once a week.
How good are you?
Yeah, love it. It's my.
You good?
Yeah, I love it. I wanted to go pro, actually.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, I did.
Really?
Yeah.
How's your overhead smash?
Oh, it's all right. You might not want to be in the way of it.
Can you do a video of you serving with the VIVRA
I'll try.
And showing how good the magnets are?
All right. Yeah, I will.
A jump,
just
kick,
for you, Shea.
A kick serve.
All right. I'll put some spin on it. Bit of top spin.
Yeah. So you shit me not. You're a good tennis player.
I love it. Yeah,
okay.
Definitely. Really, really love it. It's my outlet to get on the court and just really let it rip.
And were you thinking you're going pro?
Yeah.
Get fucked. I did not know this about you.
Yeah.
How was this not incorporated in the VIVRA brand?
I know, right? I think, because, Mum wanted me be an all-round student. So I didn't really pursue my tennis career. Do I have regrets about that? No, I don't. I actually just don't regret anything, really. No. I think that everything has happened as it should.
Yep.
And that tennis is my happy place.
Yeah.
Like my rollerblading. Yep. And I'm doing gym now too. It
always puts a smile on my face too when I see you just rollerblading around the streets, picking up some coffees or something.
Well, it's my, I feel so much freedom.
Yeah.
You're just flying along, go out to Redcliffe.
Yeah.
That's my spot.
Hang on,
Shorncliffe.
How far are we talking here?
So you go from Shorncliffe to Redcliffe. It's like 22 Ks there and back.
Oh, shit. Okay. Right.
Oh, yeah.
Far out.
It's a great workout.
Headphones on.
Yep.
Throw the Walkman on.
Mm-hmm.
Everything in the VIVRA.
Everything in the VIVRA.
Yeah. There you go.
Just fly along. And I've got glow up wheels on
so you can go at night time too.
Everyone's like, whoa,
have you got a little bell?
Yeah. I should get the bell, shouldn't I? No, we usually have the music pumping.
Okay,
yeah,
so they know
friend
what's
and
going
I go
on.
and we got the music pumping
Yeah,
and
yeah,
just
yeah.
flying along.
Good
so
exercise.
good.
Yeah. What happened to blades? Why don't we bring them back? Like, I know that you're doing it, but
Yeah. Well, I actually want to get
see too many.
skates.
Skates.
Because you can do the dancing moves. And,
yeah.
But it is a very different technique.
Yes. Yeah,
So
it
I
was.
feel like I'm going to be learning all over again.
Yeah. Because we had rollerblades when we were 7.
Yeah.
We were making ramps and shit like that.
All
and
that.
just,
I mean, I broke my wrist.
Yeah.
I loved it so much. I was fully into it, no fear.
We had the winged skateboard. You know, it had 2 wings on it.
Oh, wow.
It was like pretty cool. You know, like, if you had one, you're up there. It was like having the castle of Grayskull, you know, the He-Man. If you had that castle, every kid was at your house, But if you had the wing thing, like, they're stupid. I don't know.
I've never even seen them.
They've got wheels on 2 wings, so you can actually lean into them. They haven't been around for 30 years because I think whoever invented it is like,
I might need to Google that.
Yeah. Well, I could see you with your blades on and a winged skateboard, you know, going for it. So that's your fitness routine too. Yeah. Okay.
So and gym, going into gym, just doing a couple of weights, a couple of times a week, and so I'd say I'm probably fitter now than I have been for quite some time.
Nice, and that's got to affect your mental state in only positive ways.
Actually. Yeah. I like to do sports where I don't have to think about the fact that I'm working out.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, you know, so tennis is fast paced, rollerblading fast paced.
But also, you're not thinking about business either.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
that's exactly right.
If you're thinking about it 18 hours a day about VIVRA, it's like, let's go smash some balls. Yeah. There you go. You learned something new about. I had no idea you play tennis.
Yeah, I love it.
I know you love dancing to country music though.
Oh yes,
and singing to country music. Yeah.
Shezzy and I, yes.
Yeah.
I feel like we haven't been able to do it in such a long time.
Yep.
Both been so focused on business and life.
Was that like a yearly trip that you went to the muster? Was it?
Yeah. So we used to go out to Nurama.
Yep.
Yeah, so that was quite the adventure. And Tamworth Country Music Festival, of course, which is always a good time.
It sounds like everyone's like a cowboy hat on.
Yep.
Have you got a cowboy hat?
Oh, I've got plenty.
That's a silly question.
Yeah. And the boots and everything. You name it, we've got it.
Yeah.
I've got a bit of Ringers kit. Ringers Western.
What's a Ringers kit?
Ringers Western is that country brand.
Okay.
Right.
It's
the brand to have.
Okay.
If you're a country person, you know Ringers.
Now, look, I know we're segueing a little bit, but you guys are now in Anaconda. And you're doing, like, you're flying there because I saw another video of you just going, hey, everyone follow me. And you guys are in front row centre at Anaconda.
Yeah. So that was, really... God, it felt good to get that over the line.
Yep.
Hustled for like a year, just constantly on those buyers.
Just annoying
Anaconda.
Them.
And, in the end, one of the last emails I wrote at the end of last year was like, do you want this or not? Because, I keep reaching out to you.
Love it.
And I don't want to keep annoying you. Just give me a yes or a no. And it was a yes.
I'll jump in a kayak if I have to.
And literally, that's what Sarah and I did. We went in store and when we actually got it in there and we just went around. We're yet to actually launch all those videos, but, how you could use the VIVRA in all those different scenarios of kayaking, fishing, all these different ways that you can
I've got to take my hat off to you for your tenacity too, because I remember running into you at a Richard Branson, I think, speech, and you were like trying to work out how you could get one of the VIVRA bags in Branson's lap or something.
Probably.
Yeah. And it's like
most definitely.
I could see the focus on your face. I was like,
getting this happening.
Yeah. And you've got this thing about you that you're a really lovely person, but there's this tenacity about you to get shit over the line. And it's like, and I can see it in like one of my mentors. He's the most humble, loveliest guy in the world. But every time he gets a no from someone, that's one way to get it down to the yes. And he'll just look at that as, okay, that way didn't work. Yep. What way do I need to
try a different way?
Yeah, and he just keeps going until he gets his yes, because he knows that's what's going to happen. So I see a lot.
That's me.
Yeah, and it's but you've got this worldly quality. You're not that
tyrant.
I
don't want to hurt anyone along the way, or I'm not about any or stomp on anyone.
Yeah,
I'm not. I'm a big believer in karma and
for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Do good, be good.
Oh, most definitely. Look, I don't think you'd be sitting in the sauna otherwise. Yeah. What's the future look like for VIVRA?
Oh, it's a big question. One we
man bags.
Oh well, yeah, we actually have quite a few guys.
I was going to say how many dudes are like writing in or saying, "Can I?" or just getting one.
Yeah, you'd be surprised, Shay, and wearing the crossbody bags and absolutely loving them.
Because I don't know, okay, I've got very female wrists, right? My partner keeps telling me, but when I've got 7 things in my hand, I'm like, I'll do 2 now, and then I'll come back and get the other 3. I tried the man bag for a while, right? And I just wanted, it kind of was. I just wanted to say, come on, sorry, let's go, and throw it over we're out of here, right?
Yeah,
but it was, I love the idea of it.
Yeah.
But I was looking probably for something more, maybe a VIVRA, you know, because it's like we, as dudes, we could be carrying 7 things at once. Not everything fits into the wallet.
And then sometimes you're carrying some of our stuff too.
That happens a lot. Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, so definitely some of the guys wearing the VIVRAs, they're rocking them. Yeah. They look really, really good in them. And, they're small enough that they just fit all of the things in there. But what's next? Well, that's just a really big question. Yeah. I think, continue to expand globally and probably, look to maybe do a merger or, something who might be interested in coming in with us. And, and really taking it to the next level. That's what I'd kind of like to see.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah. Awesome. How's the heat going?
Fabulous. It's just perfect.
There you go.
The warmer the better for me. 40-degree heat any day of the week for me.
Oh, you a sweater?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, see, I'm a sweater too. Yeah. Have you ever worked out where your perfect region would be to live?
No, I didn't know you could.
Well, this is just... I'm a Townsvillian in some ways because it's like you're getting towards the tropics, right? If you start cantering, you start sweating.
Yes.
But, and you can see why the further north you go, the hotter things get. You got to slow down a bit. Otherwise, if you break a sweat, you're sweating for the next 3 hours. Yeah. But Townsville, I love that climate.
Yeah. And I love Cairns and, up at Hamilton
tropics.
Island
And, you got to work out on the Queensland, where your spot is.
Yeah.
But when it comes to sweating, it's your body's breathing.
It is.
It's good for you.
I'm not a big sweater as such, but I love the heat.
Yeah. Do you hate aircon?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I really fucking hate aircon. I hate going to sleep with aircon on. I'm just not about it.
Dry skin, pores shut down.
Yeah, I like fresh air, windows open.
Yeah.
Obviously with a seal thing, but nothing better.
Yeah, are you really
bit of fan action?
Are you super sensitive to things, or just very aware of things?
Yeah, I feel probably more so than not.
Yeah. Because my wife tells me all the time and I am. I'm I've worked out that I need to have a breeze crossing my belly about here. Right?
Yeah, right.
And it needs to be fresh air.
Yeah.
Right? And if you're in a room with no windows open, you're in strife. You're just breathing in shit air.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
gotta have fresh air, fresh flow.
Yeah. If you ever go to the beach, and you camp on the beach, you always wake the next day and you're oxygenated.
Yes.
And you've got this clean air coming off the water, and it's just beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't know. We went from VIVRA to that.
I know,
but,
right?
Yeah,
anyway,
we can go around
we
the
digressed.
Yeah. But Emily, thank you so much. I really appreciate
my absolute pleasure.
You coming in. And look, if anyone wants to jump on board, man or woman, or whatever in between, to buy VIVRA products, where do they go?
VIVRA.com.au.
Okay.
Or check out our Insta, VIVRA Lifestyle.
Okay.
And get some funny entertainment on all of our reels and things like that.
You're going to be entertained. There's some great rollerblading film videos. You're kind of pushing the boundaries there, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely. No, we've definitely done some pretty funny videos, Sarah and I.
I love it.
Take the mickey out of each other.
Emily, thank you so much for coming in.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
You guys don't forget to like and check out Emily's VIVRA at vivra.com.au.
I should have brought one in with me. Oh, well.
Yeah,
it's a good excuse for everyone to go to the website.
I'm going to have to jump online and, buy one for my next tennis match, Can you do a video for me of you playing tennis with a VIVRA thing? Because I just think you're doing a jump serve or, an overhead lock. And look, see, didn't come out.
Yeah, didn't come out. Yeah, it's a good idea. I like it.
Emily, thank you so much.
Take it easy.
Love you. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
See you soon.